Hello everyone, I'm fB, and tonight I'll be hosting another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in Stadium, such as tech, dirt, speed, and also obstacles found in RPG and trial tracks. No registration is needed to participate, simply just join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. And we're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Cat Groove, made by Blackie. And if you want to submit maps to this race, then you're more than welcome to do so. You'll find more information about submitting maps in an article over at Mania Act 2, which is linked to below the stream if you click on the weekly race image, or in the description below on YouTube. So we are less than 1 minute to go now in the warm-up here, and then we will start. And it looks like we got no issues. Alright. So yeah, we got 150 players right now. We'll see though how many will start driving as well. Didn't reach the record, which is 164, but 150 is still a pretty decent number. Alright, so we are 5 seconds left to go now. Good luck, have fun to everyone. And may the best player win. Hopefully no one will lag out in the start. It's always a bit scary, especially when Mania Planet just had an update, so it's a bit unstable. People have had some random crashes, but hopefully this will go alright. Players are loading in. Following Raysons here in the start, who won the last race and has won the race 7 times in a row, not in a row, in total. He's played the race 9 times, got second 2 times, he didn't win. And we are live into the race. 148 players started. And let's follow Raysons as he goes through the lap. Again, this map is called Cat Groove and made by Blackie. And yeah, if you do retire, please don't leave the server, just stay on the server, because it causes lag if you leave it. So I'd appreciate that. Also, to not chat while the players are driving. That goes for when you finish the race as well. I know a lot of people are not doing that, but I would really appreciate if you did that, because it's just a nice thing to do for the players that are still driving in the race. Anyways, we see Raysons here going through the speed part and now going through some dirt, and we will enter some more speed here again. So all the styles are represented. Well, not all, but preferably that's how I want it. And Raysons actually goes up in the lead through the loop, and it's about halfway through the first lap. There will be 17 laps in total for this race. Although I do notice you don't see the amount of laps to the right. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure why that is. Anyways, Raysons is in the lead. He's ahead of Wally, and Sky is at third. Actually, kind of bad to follow Raysons because he's all alone in the top. Let's follow Shorty instead. As he's also doing pretty well. Has a couple of top 3 positions in the race. Second place is no wait, I think third is his best. I'm not sure actually, but if you want to check all the results, there is a scoreboard that I made. Wally and Fuzzy right now ahead of Shorty, but Shorty with a good turn, looking to pass them. Raysons still in the lead. We are about to finish this first lap. Some obstacles though here in the end. Yeah, Blackie is not supposed to be driving. If he is, then he shouldn't. Are you sure about that? I'll just write that to him. Hopefully he will understand that. Yeah, sorry, I'm an admin and casting and doing everything. But yeah, it looks like Blackie is not gonna finish, continue to drive here. So yeah, sorry about that. I should be more clear about that, I guess, in the future. So you always learn from your mistakes. Alright, so Blackie no longer driving. Rayson still in the lead. Wally is at second, and then we got Dexter for THE at third. Alright, so again, don't chat, since it's distracting for the players and also causes lag, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. And if you quit the race, just stay in spec mode until the race is over. Race looks like Raggle and Shorty has passed Dexter. He falls down to 5th place. Who for some reason is in camera 3. Spec mode still pretty buggy in this game, unfortunately. Alright, so Raysons is in the lead. 2 seconds ahead of Wally. Shorty is at 3rd, Raggle at 4th, Dexter at 5th. We got Fuzzy at 6th, Ovechkin at 7th, Sad at 8th, Harry at 9th, Pasco at 10th, Dutchy at, well actually no, we got Pasco at 10th, Tom at 11th, Yoduki at 12th, Javi Player at 13th, Dutchy at 14th, Thompson at 15th, Link at 16th, and Exor at 17th place. And it looks like last place is occupied by stepSeule. See if I can find the last player. Here he is, 143rd place right now, but not very far behind. Actually, it looks like he's not last anymore. Although some players could already be on a different lap, I'm not sure. But yeah, we got a lot of players who are driving in this race. Let's just go through some of them. Actually, let's start in the beginning here. So here's Thompson, currently at 20th place. Next page, we can spec Kawi at 44th place. I believe that is a new player in the race. Always nice to see newcomers. And we got also Apos at 52nd, who makes a mistake, needs to respawn just before the finish. And it looks like you can now see the laps. I guess it was only on the first lap. You didn't see that, so that's good. Alright, moving on in the list. We got Daredevil at 77th place. Also entering lap 3. Then we got Emra at 83rd place. Drives for or is from Turkey. And again, if you do quit, don't write in the chat, don't leave the server. Thank you. Alright, here is Nakaen at 99th place, about to enter the first speed section. Got Atromariel 2 ahead of him. And of course, I forgot to mention this part here, where you actually have to drive through a checkpoint, a ring checkpoint here, and then respawn. And yeah, I worry that some people might accidentally respawn too early and miss that ring checkpoint, and thus the lap would not count. So it's very important that you make sure you go through that ring checkpoint. Alright, who else do we have? We got Sully at 118th place. About to enter that part now. And does it really good. And I see a player here who has lagged out, so I'm just gonna kick that player. Alright, who else do we have? We got Scary, who is lagging a lot here. I'm not sure if he's... looks like he's still driving, but some lag. And then, yeah, I guess stepSeule is still at last place. Yeah, looks like that. So let's just go back to the top again. We got Raysons in the lead. Has won the race 7 times, won last week. And it's looking really good. And in fact, Wally finished 2nd place last week, and he's 2nd again here. So, and Wally is one of those players who have done really well. He's won one weekly race, the first one, and then he got 3rd in another, and then 2nd last week. So he's also done really well. And Rayson sets a new top 1 time, 2 minutes 31 seconds, 83 hundredths. Also Shorty with a good time, top 5. Sand drives at top 2 times. Sand has won the race 3 times, I believe. And got a pretty decent start here at 5th place. We got Javi Flyer and Fuzzy ahead of him right now. So let's just continue following Sand here for a while. Let's see if we can catch up to Fuzzy and Javi Flyer. Not very far behind whatsoever. And in the meantime, Rayson's now 4 seconds ahead of Wally, so he keeps increasing the distance. Doing really well, as usual. But one mistake, one respawn could cost you a lot of time, so it's not over yet. Only into lap 4 out of 17. The race should take about 1 hour. Once first place finishes, there's a 5-minute timer, 15 minutes timer, I mean. And the record of people finishing is 97. We still don't have over 100 players. I would like to reach that one day. We'll see if that will be the case for this race. It looks like Fuzzy has dropped down to 7th place. Got Dexter in front of him. Dexter doing pretty well in this race. Also Fuzzy, to be honest. They should be on their best position so far in total. Wow, Dexter lagging a lot here, as they are both about to overlap Marley in the dirt section. We got Thompson a bit further behind here at 8th place. Spam just past Pasco and is standing still. I hope he didn't disconnect here, but it does look like that. Yeah, Spam has net loss just as I switched him. I hope that was not the reason. That would be really bad. But he has actually disconnected before as well, so it's not that shocking, I guess. But a bit shocking that he disconnected just as I switched him, though. That's not good. Anyways, following Dutchy here. Currently at 11th place. And yeah, don't chat, please. If you have any questions for me, then you can answer them after the race, and I'll happily answer them. But yeah, it does look like Spam has actually disconnected from the race. Very unfortunate. Once again. Finished at 3rd place, of course, last week. And who else do we have? We have Kubais at 14th place. Did not do well at all last week, I believe. But still finished the race though, which I appreciate. Even if you're maybe not doing so well, had a bad start or something like that. Still a nice gesture to finish the race. And yeah, Spam is red here, so yeah, I guess I should kick him. Just want to make sure that he's not still driving. Sometimes the players can pop up, but it doesn't look like that, so yeah. Oh, Windows Update actually restarted Spam's computer, he writes in the chat, so yeah, that's very unfortunate. So I'll just kick him here from the server. It's a bit funny though, because it happened just as I switched to you. To spectate, so I thought maybe I was the reason. Anyways, continuing to follow Kubais, currently at 14th place. He got Cannot in front of him. And he's gaining some ground here at the dirt. And looks like Raysons is only 1 second ahead of Wally now. Either Wally has been driving really good, or perhaps Raysons has made a mistake. So still a close fight for first. Shorty at 3rd, not far behind either, but he's made a mistake. Where is Sand? Sand catching up rapidly to Shorty here. Looking to take 3rd place. But yeah, who else do we have? We got Fuzzy at 5th place. Doing pretty well in this race so far. If he would finish this position, it would definitely be his best placement so far. And we see Raisons with a new top 1 time, 2 minutes 31 seconds, 27 hundredths. Wally also with a solid time, 2 minutes 32 seconds, 71 hundredths. Yeah, unfortunately I can only see top 15 on the server. I would wish if I could see all players' best times. But yeah, maybe it's for the future races. We also see Thompson with a good time, top 4. And he is at 6th place right now. And Fuzzy about to overlap a player. Now driving through the ring checkpoint. Respawned really late there, so yeah, better safe than sorry. You don't want to miss that ring checkpoint by respawning too early. That would lose you a lot of seconds. Anyways, let's just take an overview look right now of the map. That's always fun to do. All the players driving still. 132 players or so are still in this race. Raisons is in the lead ahead of Wally. Then we got Shorty at 3rd place, Sand at 4th, Fuzzy at 5th, Thompson at 6th, Javi Flyer at 7th, or Javi Flyer I think, Harry at 8th, Shorts at 9th, Pasco at 10th, Tom at 11th, Cannot at 12th, Siggy at 13th, Sky at 14th, Ovechkin, the Russian hockey player, at 15th place, Kilburn at 16th, and Dexter at 17th place. 28 seconds behind Raisons, so still a pretty close pack on this map. And Raisons, of course, got the fastest time, 2 minutes 31 seconds, 27 hundredths, the only player under 2 minutes 32 seconds. So he's doing really well. Anyways, back to the race. Here is Sand. He's still trying to catch up to Shorty, take over that 3rd place. Yeah, can I disable the chat? Well, I wish I could, I guess. That would be good, especially during the race. It would be very useful. But yeah, I mean, people are quitting the race here, but it's not really needed to write goodbyes or anything like that. Just stay quiet and stay in spec mode as well. I appreciate that. It's just because those actions lag for the people that are still driving, so it's just a nice thing to do with other players. Wally with a top 2 time, 2 minutes 31 seconds, 8200, so he's also under that sub, but still 1.5 seconds behind Raisons, who is in the lead, looking to win for the 8th time. And yeah, I don't think anyone would be surprised if that happened. But only, actually now a 3-second lead ahead of Wally. Wally losing a lot of time here in the speed section. Like, ideally I would like it so I could minimize the lag as much as possible. So yeah. But I guess there's only so much I can do, because, you know, the game itself is to blame for a lot of things as well, so. Anyways, we are still following Wally, who is now over 3 seconds behind Raisons, who is in the lead. Here he is, about to overlap the player. He is into lap 7 out of 17, so still a long way to go. But about halfway through the race right now. So we got Wally then at 2nd place, Shorty at 3rd, we got Sand at 4th, Fuzzy is still at 5th place, Javi Flyer at 6th, Harry at 7th, his teammate George at 8th, Tom at 9th, we got Pasco at 10th, Thompson dropped down to 11th place, Kubais has gone up to 12th, Sky at 13th, Exceed Exor at 14th, then we got Siggy for Gamers League at 15th place, and then lastly Kilburn at 16th. Kilburn, of course, won the ESL RPG Cup Series, the first cup that I cast yesterday. The VOD is up on YouTube for that one. So a very skillful RPG player, and doing pretty decent as well in this endurance race with all the styles. Well, actually it's wrong for me to say that it's all the styles, because there are certain other styles of the games that are not represented, but I do welcome all the styles. For example, NASCAR would be one. But could be kind of hard to implement in a good way, I guess. Anyways, we are still following Kilburn, who is still at 16th place. He got Siggy in front of him with about 1 second. Also Exidexor and Pasco. So a very close fight between these players, and we see a mistake from Pasco. So he drops down to 16th place. George has a top 6 time in the meantime. Is at 7th place. Enters lap 8. Alright, sorry about that silence, I had to blow my nose. So yeah, still following George, who is at 7th place. He got Fuzzy in front of him. About to enter the second speed section of the map. And I suppose I can also say that after this race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. And the way I do it is actually to have some trivia questions about the race. So there will be 2 trivia questions for 2 demo keys. So yeah, if you want to participate in that, you can just be present in the chat. Even if you have the game, you can just give away the demo key to someone who doesn't have the game or something. And we actually see Pasco with a net lost. So he too disconnects. So that's very unfortunate. And in the top, Rayson's now almost 5 seconds ahead of Wally. Extending his lead, and then we got Shorty 10 seconds behind now. But he's still got a 5-second lead ahead of San. And I should kick Pasco here. Or maybe it's a better idea to not kick the players to disconnect. I'm not sure if that actually can cause lag for the players as well. Anyways, we see both Shorty and Sand with decent times here. And then Javi Flyer or Javi Flyer with top 6 time. Rayson still with the fastest time. Still following Sand here, trying to catch up to Shorty. But Shorty is keeping that distance, 4 to 5 seconds ahead. Alright, I think we should take another look here in the back of the pack. Let's just follow a couple of players for each page. Here is Raggle at 21st place. He got Magnet in front of him. Then we got Mario at 34th place. By the way, oh, Mario crashes here in the beginning of the lap. By the way, I'm using tab a lot, which I know is kind of distracting. Hopefully I might have a solution to that, because in the ESL RPG Cup series there was actually a plugin that allowed me to just press on the names to the left, and that way I could just switch between the players, so I wouldn't have to use tab in that case. So that could be something for the future. We'll have to look into it. Anyways, next page we got Sammy at 54th place. Got Apples and Luke in front of him. They are having a close fight, but Apples crashes, goes too wide, clips the wall. Then we got Eric at 67th place. By the way, we still got roughly 120 players driving. Again, the record of people finishing is 97. So unsure if we are going to beat that. Still a long way to go. We got Chicane at 93rd place, drives for Fox. And got Cario just in front of him. Next page, we got Dark Cooper at 107th place. Enters loop. Oh, and then hits the checkpoint and needs to respawn. Gonna lose a lot of time. Of course, if you have to respawn at the speed section, you lose the most time. And Dark Cooper needs to respawn a second time as well, so this is very, very bad. He's gonna lose a lot of seconds, a lot of positions potentially as well. Actually, no, he gained one position. Okay, I don't know how that makes sense. But anyways, let's see if we can find who is currently the last player driving. Who could that be? Looks like it is Funny Raceman at 114th place. So that is currently the last player in the race. The first player though is Raceons. Who else? And now he's 6 seconds ahead of Wally. So this is looking to be another success for Raceons. Would be his 8th victory in the race. Unreal. And then Wally finished second last week and is about to finish second again because he's 6 seconds ahead of Shorty. So looking pretty good here for Wally as well. Then Shorty at third. Still about 5 seconds ahead of Sand. So that's about it. Not very close here in the top. And then the gap to 5th place, which is Javi Flyer, is huge. Sand is 10 seconds ahead of Javi Flyer. So yeah, big gaps. I guess that indicates that the map is pretty difficult. And then actually Javi Flyer is 10 seconds ahead of Tom, so yeah, big distances for sure. Not very close fights. I guess the closest fight is between Raceons and Wally. Wally is only 5 seconds behind, that is not too much. Still possible here for Wally to take first, definitely. And that was me blowing my nose for the second time. But now I should be good. Still following Wally here. And actually with a bad section loses 2 seconds. Raceons now 7 seconds ahead. About to overlap, too slow for you, and I am Prower in one wall ride. Which he does as well. And we are currently into lap 11 out of 17. So we are getting closer to the end. Sandro's at top 3 time, 2 minutes 31 seconds 72 hundredths. So he shows that he can drive fast as well, but he is 15 seconds behind Raceons, who has been driving a bit more consistent. He is of course trying to catch up to Shorty and take that podium position at 3rd place. And actually Shorty with a mistake here. Sand getting very close to Shorty now. This could be very exciting. Yeah, Shorty is less than 1 second ahead of Sand now. Must have made a mistake at the speed section. So that of course gives Sand more hope. Is this close? So let's continue following Sand here. See if we can catch up and perhaps even overtake Shorty. Sand of course has won the race 3 times. One of few who have actually defeated Raceons. The other one would be Roa. So those are the only 2 players who have actually defeated Raceons. Raceons almost 8 seconds ahead of Wally. So it's starting to look more and more like another victory for Raisons. Right now the most exciting fight is this one for third place between Shorty and Sand. They are about to enter lap 12 now. No mistakes here in the end. Let's see if any of them will set some good times. And Sand actually getting very close to Shorty now here. Look at this. And wow, good turn from Sand, but then he clipped the wall. Had a bit too much speed into the dirt corner. So Shorty's still in front of him. Javi Flyer also with a good time, top 4. Wow, this is so close between Sand and Shorty. Raisons now over 1 second ahead of Wally, and here comes Sand. He is going to pass Shorty, who is now at 4th place. Sand has done it. He's up on the podium. Not many laps left. I guess that link in the chat, by the way, is something you should not click on. So I'm just gonna remove that message. There we go. So yeah, please don't post links in the chat or click on the links, because it could be viruses. If it wasn't a virus though, then just contact me about it and I'll unban you. Anyways, back to the match, back to the race. Shorty and Sand having a very close fight for 3rd place right now. Sand gets a small lead. Oh, and yeah, by the way, as you can see, there's now drift marks in spec mode. That's very nice to see. Only took about 6 years to get it, but yeah, shouldn't complain too much about it. It's nice to see it finally in the game. We are about to enter the next lap here. Sand now at 3rd place. And actually not far behind Wally, who is now 9 seconds behind Raisons. Now only about 7 seconds ahead of Sand. That's interesting. I guess Wally is starting to lose hope to take first. And might have to start worrying about keeping that 2nd place. Because Sand is driving really good. He's increasing the distance here to Shorty. We can't keep up with Sand's performance or pace. And then behind Shorty we still got Javi Flyer, who is 20 seconds behind Shorty. So those 4 players, Raisons, Wally, Sand and Shorty, got a huge lead over the rest of the players. Really big distances on this map. I'm a bit surprised by that. Then we got Thompson at 6, Siggy at 7, Sad at 8, Tom at 9, George at 10. Fuzzy has dropped down to 11th, he was at 5th place. We got Harry at 12th. Kilburn at 13th, Link at 14th, Raggle at 15th, and Dexter at 16th, ahead of XT Daxor at 17th place. We still got 116 players driving. Probably not gonna beat the record of people finishing, I don't think so, but should still be a decent amount of players. And now Sand with a couple of seconds ahead of Shorty, and Shorty actually crashed as well, so he's gonna lose some additional time. Meanwhile, we see some good times from Raggle and Cannot, top 8 and top 7. Raisons, of course, still in the lead with the fastest time, 2 minutes 31 seconds 27 hundredths. And I do experience some lag there. Hopefully the players did not. Oh, and again, let's switch to some other player. Hopefully that is just temporarily. So Sand now trying to catch up to Wally, only 4 seconds behind. About to enter lap 14. So that would mean 4 laps left to go of this race. Rayson's 11 seconds ahead of Wally. He is looking really good at the top. Who is gonna stop this guy? That is the question. This would be his 8th victory out of 10 attempts. And those 2 he didn't win, he got 2nd and just barely as well. So yeah, Raysons is just outstanding in this format. And he's showing it again. And we got Wally, who finished 2nd last week, and in fact Wally was in the lead for the majority of that race. Raysons passed him with just 1 lap left to go and was only 1 second ahead in the finish as well. So Wally very close to defeating Raysons. And yeah, I don't know why it's lagging now a lot here for me. Hopefully that's not the case for the players. Anyway, we see Sand here about to overlap Epos and January. And he does it in 1 turn. Still at 3rd, ahead of Shorty. And then a huge gap down to 5th place, which is Javi Flyer. He's only here at the speed section. Just ahead of Thompson. And then we got Siggy at 7th. We got Sad at 8th. Really big distances here between the players. Short, Tom at 9th. We got Short at 10th. And oof, wow, it's lagging a lot for me now. I'm a bit worried about that, to be honest. Anyways, we got Fuzzy still at 11th place. Kilburn just behind him at 12th. And Harry, no wait, Harry has actually passed them both. But then he goes way too wide in the dirt turn and will go down to 13th place. Then we got Link at 14th. Won the time attack competition last week. For those that don't know, I also have a time attack competition on the previously used track that runs from the race is over to next Saturday at 5 PM CEST. So more information about that can be found in the Maniac article if you want. Anyways, then we got now Harry at 14th place, Dexter at 15th and Raggle at 16th. But let's focus on the fight here in the top. I'm curious now if Sandy is going to be able to pass Wally because he's now 6 seconds behind. Must have made a mistake. That's my guess. Wow! Wow! Raysons! What happened? Raysons has disconnected! Raysons has disconnected! He's no longer on the server! What the hell just happened? I wonder if it's this lag that caused him to disconnect or something. I'm not sure, but Raysons is no longer driving in the race and Wally is first now. Sandy is at 3rd and Shorty is at 3rd. I mean, Sandy is at 2nd, Shorty is at 3rd, but what happened to Raysons? He was in the lead with 11 seconds with only a few laps left to go. That is very unfortunate. I'm very curious what happened because I don't see him in his login. I usually see the players that are disconnected, their logins at the bottom left, but this time I don't see Raysons, so I don't know. Maybe he had to go or something. That could also be a reason. But yeah, he's no longer driving and we got a new leader, it's Wally. If I can switch to him because I'm experiencing some lag here which is really worrying me. I don't know why that is happening, but hopefully we will be able to finish the race. Wally now in the lead. Lap 15 soon, only 2 laps left to go. And yeah, I continue to get some lag here which is really, really bad. Of course, Mania Planet did have an update recently and since then it's been pretty unstable, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully Nadeo will try to fix that. Should be a high priority in my opinion. And yeah, people are writing in the chat here, so I do think people are experiencing some lag here. Just a few turns left to go. Please don't chat, please don't leave the server. And hopefully we will have us finish here. Oh, you think so, Yoduki? Yoduki writes that he maybe retired too fast on the ring checkpoint and thus missed it and lost a lot of time. That maybe is a possibility. Only Raisons will know, because I completely missed what happened. Anyways, Wally 7 seconds ahead of Shorty, who has gone up to second place, past Sand. And Wally enters a lap 16 now. He got 2 laps left to go, about to win fB's weekly race for the second time. He won the very first race. And then also has gone taken second and third before, so another good placement for Wally. And then Shorty at second, 7 seconds ahead behind, so Wally should take this unless he makes a mistake. Sand enters lap 16 now. He's really far behind Shorty all of a sudden. Wow! 14 seconds behind Shorty is Sand. He must have made a huge mistake, probably at the speed section. He's still at third place though, ahead of Thompson, who's past the Hobby Flyer. And yeah, I guess that could have happened to Sand as well, which is why he lost so many seconds. That could be true, I don't know. Anyways, let's follow Wally here. Of course, Wally, if he makes a mistake, Shorty can still pass him. Shorty, who's taken a lot of second places and looking to take another, and we see Wally crashing. Might feel the pressure here, he knows. All he has to do is to avoid crashing, and he should win this race. He should not lose 8 seconds. Wally overlapping deep at the dirt. Still 7 seconds ahead of Shorty. Really big distances if you compare it to the last week's race, where it was very close between all players. But here the distances are much larger. Alright, Wally getting closer now to entering the last lap, the final lap of the race. Still 7 seconds ahead of Shorty. Then we got Sand at third, that's currently top 3. Raisons was in the lead for this whole race. And then all of a sudden he left the server or something, I'm not sure what happened exactly. All of a sudden he was just no longer on the server. Anyways, here is Wally. He's about to enter lap 17, also known as the final lap of fB's weekly race edition 14. And he actually makes a mistake. Gonna lose some time here. Where is Shorty? Here he is. He has also entered the last lap. He's not very far behind. It's all up to Wally now, avoiding the mistakes. Here comes the first speed section. Definitely do not want to crash here. And here he goes. Let's see if he's gonna respawn too early. Nope. I don't think so, at least. And here is Shorty entering that ring checkpoint. Still 6 seconds behind now, Wally. So he is catching up a bit, but Wally still in the lead into the last lap. Enters the second wall ride, and after this there's not really any part of the map where you can lose a lot of time, so this looks very good for Wally. And please don't chat in the server. Wally drives into the dirt now. He is 7 seconds ahead of Shorty. Keeps the distance. And again, once you finish the race, please don't chat either and don't leave the server. Just stay in spec mode until all the players have finished, because it does cause some lag for the players who are still driving. So it's just a nice thing to do for the players that are still driving. So yeah, something worth considering. Anyways, we are following Wally. He only got a few turns left of this race. He is gonna take first. He is still 7 seconds ahead of Shorty, who is ahead of Sand with a lot of seconds, 14 seconds. Alright, here is Wally. He's about to enter the last couple of turns. The obstacles. Up he goes. And now we only got 1 turn left. RTA Wally is gonna win fB's Weekly Race Edition 14. Okay, he almost fell down, but he is gonna make it. GG! Wally takes first, and here is Shorty, not far behind at all. Takes second. Only 4 seconds behind in the end, after Wally made that mistake. So yeah, 15-minute timer now. So please try to avoid the chatting in the chat. You can chat on Twitch instead. And here's Sand. He's gonna drive backwards into the finish. That's a bit risky, but I guess he got the time. So Sand takes third. He was at second. And here's Thompson. He's gonna take 4th place. Javi Flyer next up. Oh, also with a mistake, but looks like no one is close to him either. So Javi Flyer or Javi Flyer takes 5th. And here is Siggy, also with a mistake, but is gonna take 6th place. Just ahead of Tom though, so that could have been really bad. George at 8th place. Then we got Sad at 9th. Raggle at 10th. These players are very close. Kilburn at 11th. Link at 12th. Dexter at 13th. And then Sky is gonna take 14th. Very close here between these players. Fuzzy takes 5th. Dutchy is gonna take 16th. There he goes. Next page, we got Harry up next, takes 17th place. Cowix at 18th. Cannot will take 19th place. Exidaxor takes 20th. Funko Beach is gonna take 21st place. And here is Magnet taking 22nd, just ahead of Sundra. They had a very close fight. And then next up is Whale at 24th place. Manu is gonna take 25th. Universal takes 26th. No, 27th. Bart finishes, passes him in the end. And then we got Sammy taking 28th, ahead of Gampam at 29th. And General at 30th. Barbos take 31st. Toto takes 32nd. I can't keep up. Firefish takes 33rd, Sisif takes 34th, Roll Taker takes 35th, Mario takes 36th, Jasmine takes 37th, Kubais takes 38th, Daredevil takes 39th, Kawi takes 40th, Esther takes 41st, wow, so close. Hades takes, no, only 44th, Chaosan and Emre are ahead of him. Then we got the Pamic at 45th, Mixmod at 46th. Oh man, that was really close. Barely keep up. So Sirs will take 47th, Mikkel is gonna take 48th. Luke takes 49th. Eric takes 50th. Oscar F takes 51st. Marco takes 52nd. Deep looking to take 53rd, ahead of Hunter. We still got a couple turns left. Oh, and he needs to respawn. I wonder, will someone pass him? No, he's still ahead of Wins. So Hunter is gonna take 54th place. And then actually Ish will pass Vince, who I think also had to respawn. So Ish will take 55th. Vince 56th. Freaky will take 57th. Sholto looking to take 58th. Also gonna do what Sand did, drive backward. Is gonna take 58th place, just ahead of Pixel, 59th. Mentos takes 60th. Caracy or Car AC will take 61st. There he goes. Then we got the G-Tax next up. Again, the record of people finishing is 97. And also, I should say, after the race, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. There will be trivia questions about the race, so if you want to participate in that. Naka and take 63rd, and then I Am Prower. It's not gonna take 64th because Scott just passes him before the finish line. Mr. Pink takes 66th. Too Slow For You takes 67th. Chris is gonna take 68th, ahead of Frozen Pie. Sissy takes 70th. Crazy takes 71st. Honeyball will take 72nd. Pishy, 1 turn left, is going to take 73rd. Xavier next up. And he also falls down, needs to respawn. I think a couple of players might pass him here. Not sure about it. Yes, Rodlis will pass him, take 74. Xavier 75th. Then we got the Mochka at 76th. Otake also drives backwards. Is gonna take 78 because Kibi passed him, or Kebi takes 77th. Shin also falls down. Wow, I didn't know this was so frequently occurring. Might have put a wall there, would have been better. Actually, yeah, but anyways. Shin takes 79th, and then we got Chicane, who is about to take 80th place. We still got 10 minutes left on the clock. Chicane takes 80th place. Then we got Targi, who is at 81st. And will also take 81st. Ahead of Karyu, who drives over the finish line. That's 82nd place. And then we got someone who's lagging a lot, but should be able to finish at least. It's Ectoplasme. And he will make it. Takes 83rd place. We got Atomariel 2 or something like that. It's gonna take 84th. Wonder how many we still got driving. Here's Nonks. Wow, some lag again. He's having a close fight with Felix, and Felix drops down. Huge mistake from Felix, who needs to respawn. It looks like Nonks is going to take 85th place. Oh, this ending here seems like a lot of people had problems with. That might be why. Wow, Felix comes back, but then he makes a mistake, and Nonks is gonna take 86th place after all. Wow, that was so back and forth. Here's Felix doing a burnout, and is gonna take 86th place. Then we got RFG09. And yeah, we do see a lot of respawns here in the end, so I guess that's a reason why it wasn't too close this time. So yeah, he takes 87th, Blue takes 88th, Alalisakulye takes 89th. Then we got Kalono with a couple of turns left, so let's just have an overview here, and we do see a lot of players still driving. 11 players still driving, so yeah, maybe we can beat the record here, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we could if all those players finishes. Then we would be over 100 players as well. 7 minutes left on the clock. And again, after the race is over, I will do a giveaway in my Twitch chat. I will be giving out 2 stadium demo keys that last for 1 month. So if you haven't tried the game, want to try the game out or want to give it to a friend, you can do that. Anyways, here is Colano. I think he's 1 lap ahead of Funny Raceman. Yes. So Colano takes 90th place. Bon Jovi is gonna take 91st. Yep, he's far ahead of Asius. So we will have a decent amount of people finishing here, but are we going to beat the record of 97 players? That is the question. Here is Bon Jovi, takes 91st. And then we got Asius. Who's gonna take 92nd place. Here's Opt13, who I believe is driving the race for the first time. And let's see, is he going to be able to finish? He is on his last lap with 6 minutes left, so I do think he is going to make it. So that is nice to see. And he doesn't have too much left of this track as he does drive into the pole, needs to respawn. He is at 583 checkpoints, 595 is required to finish the race. 5 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, up 1-3, not really drifting too much. So losing quite some time with that. Oh, bad landing as well, but he is gradually getting closer to the finish line. Only got a few turns left now. 1 turn left, and up 1-3 is going to finish the race for the first time in his first race. Takes 93rd place. And then fB's here comes next, not far behind, takes 94th place. Dark Cooper just behind, takes 95th. And then Fluffy Mittens is on his last lap, or her, and should be able to finish. Let's see, how many players do we have still driving? 6 players still driving. I do wonder, can they all finish? Yeah, looks like that might be possible. Funny Raceman, I believe, is the last player. Still not on his last lap, I think, but still 4 minutes left on the clock. It's gonna be tight. I don't know. We'll see. Let's follow Fluffy Mittens, though, to the finish line. He is going to take 96th place. Does so. And then we go next page, we got January, not very far behind, and this will of course tie the record. 97 players. Oh, misses the checkpoint, needs to go around and respawn, but no one is close. Nope. So January is gonna take 97th place and tie the record. People finishing, and now if Lucas will finish, we will beat the record. Is on the last lap, so should be able to do it with 3 minutes left on the timer. Oh, bad crash. Let's see, where's Birdie? Still pretty far behind, about 10 checkpoints, so Lucas not really with any pressure here, getting closer to the finish. Now only 2 more checkpoints to go. Here's the first, here's the second, and then 1 turn left. So Lucas will take 98th place, and we got a new record of people finishing. But will we have over 100 players? That is the question right now. Birdie is also on his last lap, so should be able to finish. Is at 99th place, and then Kalishi. If Kalishi finishes, then we will have over 100 players. And yeah, Kalishi also on the last lap, so this should go. 2 minutes left on the clock. I think we can do it. But let's first take Birdie. Of course, after Kalishi is also Funny Raceman, who is not very far behind, so could also potentially finish. Bring it to 101 players in that case. Oh, Birdie makes the jump, but only barely. Yeah, not much time left on the clock here. 1.5 minute left to go. So yeah, I'm not so sure. We'll see. Birdie though should be able to finish and take 99th place. There he goes. Takes 99th place, and let's follow Khaleesi now. Yeah, doesn't have very far left to go, so should be able to finish and take 100th place. And also Funny Raceman, I think, should be able to finish unless he makes any more mistakes. But here is Khaleesi, is gonna take 100th place. That is awesome to see. And also Funny Raceman should be able to do it, and that is the last player of the race. And of course I should save the replay as well. I'm just gonna say it so I don't forget it. But here is Funny Raceman. He's going to take last 101 place. 101th place. There he goes. GG. Alright, so to summarize this race, Raysons was in the lead, but actually left the server. We are not sure why. So Wally, who was second, takes first instead. Shorty takes second. Sand takes third, and then Raysons did have the best lap with a time of 2 minutes 31 seconds and 27 hundredths. Thanks everyone for participating, and thanks for watching. And yeah, let's save the replay. Holy crap, I almost forgot it. No! What? What? What?